Has anyone ever heard someone say, God, I love taking to get my car serviced? Of course not. And there's a reason for that. My name is Frazier Horn, and I've spent my entire life around and in automotive service departments. And today I'm going to present to you how I plan to transform not just the automotive space, but possibly workspaces worldwide.
In today's service departments,
We'll just listen to it like this.
Complex workflows lead to frustration for both customers and employees. Technicians are stuck using clunky tools, leading to lost time and wasted resources. Meet ServiceSync, an AI-driven platform that simplifies scheduling, enhances technician efficiency, and empowers service departments to thrive. ServiceSync leverages AI to identify patterns, optimize resources, and elevate service experiences like never before. Because when employees are happier and operations run smoothly, dealerships thrive. ServiceSync, fixed ops fine-tuned.
All right, so you might be wondering, why did I just show you my entire video? Well, now you know pretty much everything, so you can go if you want. No, but this is more about my journey than the product itself. It's about a philosophy, like I said earlier, that I truly believe is gonna transform workspaces. Let me explain. So, growing up in the automotive industry, I saw firsthand how outdated technology can affect both employees and customers. More importantly, I saw something else. I saw how happy employees made for happy customers, and how tools that work for employees can make such a large difference. I also discovered the real problem wasn't that it was inefficient software. It was that the people that were using it were also unhappy. And so I developed a philosophy, happiness by design, that takes a new approach to software design, where you design software not just to solve a business need, but actually to solve a personal need in each individual user. So today's service departments are trying to keep up with modern demands, modern vehicles, and customer expectations. The tools they rely on are extremely old. I've used several of them, and it looks like they're from Windows XP. And what this does is it creates a ripple effect of frustrations between both employees and customers. So appointment delays have more than doubled in the past couple of years, and service departments are extremely understaffed, leading to existing employees to be very, very overwhelmed. Not just that, but it's quadrupled the amount of days you have to wait for getting an appointment, which is crazy because this is actually so much bigger than just automotive dealerships. I know we all live in New York and we're like, it doesn't really matter, we don't have a car. But think about your colleague that's driving from New Jersey. Think about the Uber driver that's picking you up at 1 a.m. in the rain. These people, their lives, our lives in turn, depend on a functioning automotive service industry. And so right now it's broken, and that's where ServiceSync comes in. So ServiceSync is an AI-driven platform built to streamline fixed operations at automotive dealerships. Picture this, a service advisor comes in, there's training, and they don't quite know how to maximize the features yet. So the dealership experiences some downtime in what they're paying for. And my goal is this is going to be so easy to use that your grandmother could walk in off the street and run a service department completely. The second biggest thing is that I'm building this with direct input from dealerships. I'm building this alongside technicians, service advisors, and parts employees. So this is really going to be designed for them and to improve their daily life. And let me tell you, these people, they really have some strong opinions about the existing software. So pretty much they have nicknames for each thing. CDK, it's called Dealer Track, but they call it Dealer Crap, amongst many other comments that really show they hate their software they use every single day, all day. This is not just about creating a software that's making things more efficient, it's also about an AI that can grow with the dealership. So it's not just selling a software, it's selling a partner that is going to be key in each dealership's success.
Let me show you ServiceSync in action.
Here we go again.
As a service advisor logs in, they're greeted by their personalized dashboard with Service Savant front and center, their AI-powered command center for the entire service department. Tapping on Service Savant, we get a comprehensive overview of operations. Everything the advisor needs is right here.
creating new repair orders, looking up customers, an overview of what this department's day is going to look like, monitoring critical alerts, and below, real-time active repair updates all in one place. Now, let's check today's overview in Smart Schedule. Here's where the AI magic happens. You're seeing a fully optimized schedule with technician and bay assignments. Notice those AI suggestions popping up. That's ServiceSync proactively spotting potential conflicts before they happen. Now, let's go back to Service Savant and look at what's happening right now. In Bay 1, we've got an oil change that's almost wrapped up, about 80% complete. Clicking into Technician Tracker, we can see exactly what the tech sees, which vehicle they're working on, parts availability, and their current step in the repair process. They can also tap into the customer's profile and see their appointment preferences, as well as any recommended services to stay one step ahead, saving the customer and the dealership time. Speaking of staying ahead, let's go back and check those alerts. Parts Pro is currently flagging that we urgently need 2 oil filters now and brake pads by 2 p.m. But it's not just about today. The AI is already predicting what parts we'll need in the coming days, helping prevent future delays. And the best part, at any moment, you can just tap the voice assist button and ask for whatever you need, whether it's pulling up information or automating tasks. It's like having a knowledgeable assistant always ready to help. That's Service Savant, making complex workflows feel effortless through the power of AI. So that gives you a little bit of the overview of the prototype for ServiceSync. I really approach this, most of the platforms, actually all of the platforms are online and on computer software. And these service advisors are on the move all day. They're going out to cars, they're walking back to technician bays, they're not by their computer. And so there's a lot of runaround. They have to go back to the computer, check something, or they have to call up to the office. And so I thought, what about putting it on a tablet so that they could be mobile? The thing about the tablet is that the AI-driven workflow is really going to have to come in to automate those tasks, such as manual data entry for repair orders and whatnot. The second reason I chose a tablet is because with extremely high turnover rate in this industry, like I said before, kind of people come in and by the time they learn the software and get really good at it, they may not be in that job anymore. So the dealership experiences this cycle of people that really don't know how to maximize the software that they're paying a lot of money for. And so if I put it on a tablet, made it extremely easy to use, very intuitive, and driven by AI, anyone could come off the street because it's on a tablet mode. And who's not familiar with being on a phone, being on a tablet? And so it's really about choosing a mode that pretty much the entire workforce can understand. So there is a huge opportunity here. Just in parts alone and service, it's a $142 billion market. The dealership industry, the car sales industry and new car dealerships in the US has a market of $102 trillion overall. This is one of the biggest industries in the US. We are a car-driven society. Outside of the metros, that is the lifeline of people. That is how they get to their work. That is how they pick up their kids at school. It is a lifeline. So this is extremely important. The average dealership per year does about $8.5 million in service and sales. About 15,000 repair orders per year. The average dealership for every 16,835 dealerships around the US. That's with 15 technicians on staff. So most dealerships are overloaded. And a lot of staff are very overwhelmed. The revenue and the reason why this is such an important market and why creating tools that dealerships need is an extremely good opportunity is because there's 42 repair orders per day. That's $23,000 of revenue every single day at dealerships. So tapping into that market is going to be a huge, huge deal. Right now, the competitors, they're garbage. They look like Windows XP. They're frustrating. I did computer science undergrad. I barely know how to work them. It's crazy. What's even crazier is that 80% of the market is owned by 3 companies. And so what's happened in the past is that a new startup will come along and they have all the features and all the benefits of what they're doing to compete with the others. Good service, easy to use. But what happens is these companies have such a chokehold on the industry that they buy them up and then they get rid of their services so that people stick on their platform. they have no incentive to change. Why would they change when they have the industry by the neck? I mean, it doesn't make sense. Why would they put money into making something better when they're making a killing off of this? Cox Automotive alone is worth several $billions in the past. So also, Xtime 2014 was acquired for $325 million. Dealer FX in 2023 was also acquired for $200 million. I think at this point, coming in to challenge these, I can position myself either as the next big acquisition or to challenge these giants and really shake up the industry. I think either way, this service is extremely needed. So kind of to explain, because most people don't understand the SaaS ecosystem at dealerships. They think it's just one system. It's not. It's a lot of third layer applications, and what they do is they all connect to one system, the dealer management system. And so different companies will have different platforms in each of the different departments: sales, service, parts, finance. And for service, on average, the dealerships pay $4,800 a month. That's over $70,000 a year. Is it? Yeah. No. I don't know. I can't do math. $48,000 per year, something like that. Needless to say, it's crazy that they're spending this amount of money on just service department software alone. I think that shows why this is extremely needed. Again, it's just more and more proof. But it's expected to grow by almost 7% over the next few years. So the opportunity really is here. What I'm offering, besides all the amazing, cool, sleek features of my platform, I'm offering something that dealerships haven't had in a really long time. I'm offering a flat fee subscription. So I'm not trying to nickel and dime you. Right now, the other companies, you want to text your customers extra $7.50 per month. It's every little thing you pay extra for. And so right now, I think coming in at a flat fee, giving them complete transparency is going to be huge, and it's really going to help sell my product. The second thing is, as I spoke about in the features, it's tailored to each dealership. So it will grow with each dealership. It will become their partner. And second, something a lot of people at a lot of different companies and a lot of industries haven't seen is unparalleled support, an actual phone number to a dedicated point of contact that knows your problem and you as a customer. Not an offshore call center. This is a dedicated person that will know, oh, this dealership is in Dallas, Texas, and they're a larger dealership, so, we may need to scale up, different things like that. But you have the support there, and you have free onboarding and free integration, which is a huge thing. This market's very sticky, so these dealerships don't really like to switch, because once you're built in and once you have it, it is a pain to switch, and then everyone has to learn. But that's not going to be an issue with me, because it's going to be so intuitive and easy to use. Anyone can pick it up and use it. That's the goal, at least. So, driven by the numbers, $2,000 per month. We expect to make $14 back lifetime from each dollar we spent on customers we acquire. The dealership number has actually slightly increased into the first half of this year, but that might go down, that might go up. 2023 as a whole was 16,835. Right now it's 17,392. More to show the industry is still and always growing. So about $1 billion if each company's spending that average $4,800 per month on the service software. I plan to come in and focus on the smaller independent dealerships. So the larger dealerships, maybe they're not looking to cut costs. Maybe they just want it as easy as possible. And so to break into this market, I'm going to focus on those smaller independent dealerships that really cutting costs could be huge. And so after that, I estimated about 10% market penetration, so that's about $30 million SOM. From local to global, so my go-to-market strategy. Like I said, I'm going to target individually owned dealerships in small towns. I really want a homegrown approach. I think right now, every industry, every market, you see so many platforms these days, and they're all being pushed out. And they may have the best website, but they may suck. And they may have the worst website, and they may be awesome. And so it's a constant bombardment of people pushing out these platforms. Maybe not so much in my industry, but as a whole. And so I think I'm going to market it more as similar to luxury products. You don't necessarily advertise so much. What you do is you focus on creating a product that's so good that it gets shared naturally. And word of mouth in this industry goes a long way. because dealerships do talk to each other. They are competitors, but they all talk. And so having a product that is so extremely, it's not going to be hard because the products are garbage, but having a product that really, really solves these problems and improves the lives of the people at their dealerships is going to be huge. And then after that, once I have a product that people are extremely, extremely interested in, and that's spread through word of mouth, I will start marketing and then maybe spread to larger automotive groups and major metro areas. So right now we are starting the alpha preparation. This fall I did requirement gathering and did the design phase, and I've started a little bit of the initial development with the UI and UX wireframes and such. And so moving forward, we have quite a lot of things to do. It's going to be a large undertaking. And that's why I need you to all get your checkbooks out. But I'll get to that. What this is for me is it's more than just creating a product. It's solving a problem in an industry that I grew up in. It's solving a problem that my dad struggled with, that now my brother, as he's taking over the companies, is struggling with. And so I'm not just trying to reverse engineer and really break into some market niche where I identified, I can make a killing. I could sell it for $650 million in a few years, similar to X-Time did. This really is a family challenge, and this is about also continuing my family legacy. And all the other dealerships, the family-owned dealerships out there that have poured their blood, sweat, and tears into really trying to create the American dream for themselves. I'm currently looking for a CTO. I could develop the product. I might start on building the MVP, but I think my time is better well spent focusing on the strategic aspects of the company. So if you know any people that could possibly be a lead engineer, send them my way. Also, I have an entire industry of car dealerships that are looking to support me, that want success and growth and want change. And why else better to do it than with someone that is not just a family friend, but a work colleague and whatnot. And so, this is my plan, and this is my team. It's just me, but we hope to expand. One last thing, get your checkbooks out really quickly. Raising up to $1 million via SAFE. There you go. Contact me, write me some checks, and thank you so much. I'd also just like to say this program has been life-changing for me, meeting every single one of you. I came in here and I thought maybe I wanted to be a product manager, and I never really had the confidence that I would start my own company. And now, each part of the way, even the people that had, every person, every little step of the way, you all had an impact on me and my life. And you included Professor Schroeder. So I just wanted to thank all of you, and I think we are a brilliant cohort, and we're all going to do amazing things. And so thank you, thank you, thank you.
Questions?
Oh, yeah, questions. Ask away.
Floor's open.
Yes, I love the presentation and complete idea as well. I love your go-to-market strategy. I wanted to know what would be your key differentiator when you start initially. Like, how would you start with a point? Like, what would be the key differentiator for you to just publicize on that point?
So right now I have immediate access to 20 car dealerships that can implement my software. So it's going to grow from there, and it's going to depend on word of mouth. But all of the features I gave, the intuitive design, really the intuitive, easy-to-use design is going to be the biggest thing. The next biggest thing is I'm not just sprinkling AI fairy dust. I know it's slapped around so many places these days on every product, but really this is going to be about automating all of those monotonous, repetitive tasks that all of us hate to do every day at our jobs. So that is the second biggest differentiator. But yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Start in New York City or a different state?
No, I'm going to start in Texas, Louisiana, and Florida. Yes.
Yeah, so you mentioned that your platform will be intuitive and very easy to use, and it will leverage AI for that, but what about people who do not really know much about AI and how to use it? Like, do you plan to include some onboarding process to at least like explain to those people how to use the AI features in your app?
Sure. So yeah, there will be onboarding, but that is the magic of AI, is that I plan to have personalized workflows. So right now they're switching between their platform and a website, looking up to see if they have a part to go back to that platform and put it in the repair order. With my AI-driven workflows, it's going to streamline your flow. It's going to you're not going to be switching between all of the different screens. It's going to have it in the order that you need it, and it's going to also adapt to each person's preferred work style. So it'll give AI assistance. It'll say, if it notices that you're struggling or you don't know the next step, it can guide you. If maybe you're not trained and there was no service advisors on the weekend, and they had to get someone from sales to come in, they could easily pick it up and it would guide them through exactly what they need to do. But the veterans too, they can personalize their workflow. Maybe they don't want any guidance at all. They have their set way and they can set it and it'll be personalized to them.
Great, thank you.
Any more questions? Yes?
So I heard about your business model. You said there's going to be a flat fee, right?
Mhm.
Have you considered, so if this software is going to result
Flat fee monthly.
monthly, yeah. So have you considered, like, if this software is going to save them money, you take a percentage of that instead, just to incentivize more?
So
adoption?
I'm starting out at the $2,000 per month because it's significantly below the $4,800 on average per month they're spending. I have the ability to do that because I already have the first 20 customers. And so getting that product out and getting it into the market at such a low price, it's going to sell itself. And from there, as I integrate other features, I have a big plan for implementing AR. I think that there's a market right now, the potential is insane. And instead of carrying a tablet around, if they could have XR panels that guide them along, maybe they're inspecting your car with you, and you say the radio doesn't work, they have to send it to the technician. Maybe it'll just tell the service advisor, hey, go to the menu and press this button. And it'll give them that confidence because the customer won't see. And so it'll also speed things up. It'll give the workers more confidence. And overall, I think it's going to improve both employees and customers.
Happy employees, happy customers.
Happier employees, happier customers, better bottom line.
Amazing, amazing.
So yesterday, not yesterday, I mean this Monday, I have a guest lecture also from my other class that is from Discount Tire, that they just did a digital transformation, so they created their own service system just like you do for their branch. So what are their concern is when every time they do a lot of merger and acquisition of the other small businesses, and every time they try to merger or acquisition new businesses, they think about the scale of their program as well.
Mhm.
I want to know about your rollout program. So this dealership has a lot of businesses and a lot of branch, and how do you convince them that your application or your program is scalable and ready to be used in many branch, or is it your plan to just have a small branch at first to be working with, and then roll out to be a bigger more, or what is your plan?
Sure, so I kind of have a funnel for launching full scale. I'm going to focus on these 20 dealerships up front, and I'm going to make the product so extremely, insanely amazing that it's going to sell itself. I know I've said that kind of over and over, but I really can't emphasize how much I want to, even if it takes more time, I want to focus on the end user's experience. And I think a lot of different platforms, they're not doing that right now. They're trying to solve a business need. Why can't we focus on the employee's need? And if we can do that, in the long run, it's going to be a lot better. In the short run, yeah, it's going to take a lot longer and more money to develop. But I have the opportunity to take advantage of the resources I have and the connections to get there. And I think this is going to be, I've never believed in an idea as much as I've believed in this business. So take my word for it. We're done.
Are you going to use your family business to test it out first?
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's the primary use. So that's what's getting me out there, and I think that's also what's going to differentiate me. Is there's two other platforms out there. I looked at their stories. They said, you know, I started this platform because I rolled my car into the shop one day and the process was frustrating. I grew up in the industry and I know a little bit more about the ins and outs. And so I think also having that knowledge, I'm not saying I know everything, but I think coming from the inside and being able to develop it alongside the people that are going to be using it every single day instead of developing and then iterating and going back, I think is going to be huge.
That's a good answer. All right, thank you.
Thank you.